I'm moving to China. Liu Wei wrote in the 3rd century comments on the 9th chapter on the mathematical art, which is a Chinese classical. And the comments by Liu are very, very important. And here is a figure taken from Liu Wei's comments. And I would like to make a few comments about this figure. So the example discussed by Liu Wei has to do with the extraction of the square root of 55,225. And here is the hand algorithm I learned in school to extract square roots. And maybe many of you have learned this same algorithm. And there is a tricky point in this algorithm. So let me use a more expanded version of it to be clearer. So when you start a computation, you divide the number whose square root you want to extract by a group of 2 digits from here to the left. And the reason is that as you have 3 groups of digits, you know that the square root will be a number between 100 and 999. So the 3 groups correspond to the number of digits that you look for. The first digit of the square root is 2. Now, as this is a 3-digit number, 2 is for 200. And basically what you do is you say that within a square of area 55,225, you can insert a square of side 200. So that already in this part, 40,000 is gone. So you still have 15,225 to carry out. Now here's the tricky point. The next digit is 3. And how do you find the 3? Well, the computation that you do is the following. You go back to the 2 that you have there, you double it to get 4. And then the point, and the fact that you double it, that's the algorithm. Do that. You double it to get 4. Then you need to find a digit that goes here, such that this multiplication will enter in that number. So if you put 2 here, that's too low. If you put 4 here, you are above this number. So 3 is the number. So that eventually you are interested by the product of 430 by 30, which is 12,900. And then you have this. And for the last digit, at that step you had 2, 3. You double again to get 4, 6, and the 5 is the same. Now, my comment is, what about this doubling of the 4? So the computation 430 times 30 can be seen like that. 400 plus 30 times 30, namely twice 200 plus 30 times 30, namely twice 200 times 30 plus 30 squared. Trivial computation. Now the point is that the twice 200 times 30 correspond to the 2 red rectangles there. And the 30 square correspond to this part. So the 3 of the 10 in the square root that you are looking for has the property that those 3 geometric sections works okay with putting b equals 3. b equals 2 is too low, b equals 4 is too high. And again for the density. So this is Liu Wei. And this goes back almost 2,000 years ago. And of course, I mean, it is true that today nobody computes square roots like that. But still, seeing this geometrical interpretation can be of interest.